Here's the weather forecast for September 7th, 2004. First, let's look at the temperature. This month's temperatures are higher than average and way above average in the Midwest area. In the south, the temperature is around 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In the north, they are more in the 70 to 80 degree range because this area is not being hit by the sun as much as the south, which is closer to the equator. The sun heats the earth, and if you are near the equator, it will be a hotter temperature because the equator is directly hit by the sun. Since it is directly hit by the sun, it gets heated up faster by the sun. Also, there is a continental polar air mass moving south along here, causing temperatures to drop. Back to the temperatures, let's take a look at the highs and lows. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the high is 78 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. In Oklahoma, the high is 86 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. In California, the high is 101 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. In Virginia, the high is 70 degrees Fahrenheit and the low is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's take a look at the precipitation. The first thing that probably catches your eye is this purple area. This whole area is being hit by Hurricane Francis, which is causing thunderstorms, strong winds, and lots of rain. Also, there is a stationary front a little bit north of the hurricane, causing storms north of Hurricane Francis. Down in Texas, there is also lots of rain. This is being caused by a cold front passing through this area. There is also some precipitation in the Midwest, also because a cold front just passed through this area. Precipitation occurs when water on Earth evaporates into the atmosphere. After it evaporates, warm air meets cool air and reaches the dew point temperature. The dew point temperature is the temperature where water vapor condenses into liquid water. The temperature has to cool for water vapor to condense because cool air can't hold as much water vapor as warm air, so water vapor is released as liquid water when it can no longer hold a lot of water vapor. But water vapor also has to have something to condense on, like dust or smoke particles. After it condensates, the water droplets form clouds and rain falls. Now let's take a look at these highs and lows. These are called pressure systems. There are three main pressure systems in the United States. The lines around them are called isobars. Each isobar has equal air pressure inside of that line. Right now, there is a high-pressure system in North and South Dakota. That means that the barometric pressure is higher in this area than average. It is a whirling mass of cool, dry air and spins clockwise. That high-pressure system will bring nice, calm weather with blue skies and the sun out. Over in Georgia and Florida and Southern California, there are two low-pressure systems. This means that the barometric pressure in this area is lower than average. It is a whirling mass of warm, moist air and spins in a counterclockwise rotation. These will bring rain, clouds, and strong winds. As you can see, there are two main fronts in the United States. This is a cold front. You can tell that it is moving east because the teeth are pointing in that direction. This is a stationary front. It is a cold front and a warm front that collide, and neither one can move past the other. From this map, you can tell that the warm air mass, or huge body of air with similar temperature, humidity, or air pressure, is moving north. The cold air mass is moving south. Air masses can be classified by humidity and temperature. So this warm air mass on the ocean would be called a maritime tropical air mass. This cold air mass near the east coast would be classified as a continental polar air mass. Back to the cold front, it formed when fast-moving cold air overtook and replaced the warm air. It will bring abrupt weather changes like storms, and it leaves clear skies, a shift in wind, and lower temperatures. and this stationary front will bring rain, fog, and clouds when water vapor condenses. Water vapor condenses when the warm air meets the cool air, cools, and reaches the dew point temperature. Also, it could bring precipitation for days because both fronts are trying to get in front of each other, but end up staying right where they are. This was the weather forecast for September 7th, 2004.